The Golden State Warriors are about to make a bold move, and you definitely want to know all the details. Hello, Dub Nation. Welcome back to the channel where you find the latest news and analysis about our favorite team. Before we get started, remember to leave a like and subscribe to follow every step of the Warriors' journey. Today, we'll dive into a possible big move that could change the course of the season. Recently, rumors have gained traction. The Warriors are exploring the possibility of bringing none other than Jimmy Butler to the Bay Area. That's right, the six-time All-Star and natural leader of the Miami Heat could become the key piece in a trade that promises to be one of the boldest of the season. Why now? Because the clock is ticking for Steph Curry and Draymond Green, two legends whose window for another title is not infinite. The front office knows this and seems willing to sacrifice part of the future to make this opportunity a reality. What makes Jimmy Butler so special? It's not just his ability to score in the toughest moments or his legendary playoff performances. He is the definition of resilience and leadership. Having someone with his competitive mindset alongside Curry and Green could reignite title hopes, bringing defensive intensity, experience, and the hunger to win that has made him one of the most respected players in the league. But the big question is, what would the Warriors have to sacrifice to secure this star? It's speculated that a package involving Moses Moody, Jonathan Kuminga, and promising rookie Brandon Podziemski is being considered. Three young talents with great potential and a bright future ahead. Adding Andrew Wiggins to the equation has also been mentioned, but the main focus seems to be on building an attractive package of younger players, ideal for a possible rebuild of the Miami Heat. Now imagine the impact of this trade. Butler would bring the kind of energy and presence that could transform the Warriors into a serious threat in the West, while reinforcing the commitment to win now. Of course, giving up emerging talents comes with its risks, but what matters more to Dub Nation, the distant future or the immediate glory of another trophy? If this trade goes through, it will represent one of the biggest strategic risks the Warriors have taken in years. It's a move to win while Curry and Green's flame still burns bright. But what's your verdict? Do you think bringing in Jimmy Butler is the right step, even if it means saying goodbye to some of the team's most exciting promises? Or would you prefer the franchise to keep the young players and build a sustainable path for the future? Stephen Curry, the greatest three-point shooter in NBA history, known for redefining the limits of what's possible, is stepping into a new phase of his career. But before we think about farewells, let's dive into Curry's words and understand the impact they will have on the future of the Golden State Warriors. With a career marked by spectacular achievements, Curry's name is synonymous with innovation and dominance on the court. Since his debut, he has not only exceeded expectations, he has set new standards. Now, in his 16th season, his comments about retirement are beginning to shape a new chapter, creating a mix of anticipation, nostalgia, and respect for all he has accomplished. In a recent interview with ESPN, Curry surprised everyone by admitting it's okay to accept and recognize that the end is near. A simple phrase, yet full of emotion and meaning, it reflects not only the weight of his journey, but also how he chooses to value each moment. According to Curry, acknowledging the nearness of the end helps him live the present more intensely and consciously. Still, talking about farewell doesn't mean he's ready to slow down. At 36 years old, with 4 NBA titles, 2 MVP awards, 10 All-Star Game appearances, and the record for 3,841 three-pointers, Curry still has plenty left to give. His numbers might not be as high as in previous seasons, with averages of 21.8 points, 5.0 rebounds, and 6.6 assists per game, but he continues to exceed expectations in critical areas like rebounds and assists. His focus? To seize every opportunity he has to shine alongside his teammates and, who knows, win another title before hanging up his sneakers. With a contract guaranteed until the 2026-27 season, Curry is balancing thoughts about the future with the joy of being present. He admitted that he thinks about retirement more often, but for fans, the dream of seeing him continue to lead the Warriors still warms their hearts. After all, is it really the end of the Curry era? Or does he still have some surprises in store for us? As discussions about Curry's future make headlines, a new force is emerging on the global basketball scene. Kai, the Filipino giant, is ready to transform the sport as we know it. From an early age, he showed a talent that few can achieve. With an impressive combination of height and refined technical skills, he has already gained a legion of fans eager to witness his rise. Kai is not just a promise. He is a rare phenomenon, a force that challenges the rules and redefines the traditional role of a center. Raised in the Philippines, he knew from the start that his purpose was bigger than just dominating local championships. His commitment to excellence is shown through his tireless training and his quest to perfect every detail of his game. While many players stand out for one skill, Kai has developed a complete arsenal of abilities, including dribbling, mid- and long-range shooting, and precise passing. He is not simply tall, he is strategically brilliant. His basketball IQ allows him to make quick reads, exploit gaps, and seize opportunities. This intelligence, combined with his versatility, makes him a constant threat to any opponent. With these qualities, Kai is not just the pride of the Philippines, but also a symbol of hope and inspiration for millions of young people who dream of following in his footsteps. Kai's story is not just a journey of success on the court, it is a narrative of overcoming challenges and personal growth that resonates beyond the world of basketball. From the early steps of his career, he faced challenges that tested his determination. While his natural skills made him a prodigy in the eyes of many, his true strength has always been in the resilience with which he handled the ups and downs. In international tournaments, Kai had to quickly adapt to the different pace and intensity of world-class basketball. Playing against more experienced and physically dominant opponents was no easy task, but each defeat served as a stepping stone for his development. Today, he is much more than an emerging player. He is a leader in the making, someone who embodies the mantra of never giving up, regardless of the adversities. Throughout this journey, Kai has become an emblem of hope for the Filipino people, inspiring a new generation to believe that great dreams are possible. The path he is now on, heading toward his debut in a major league, carries with it the weight of an entire nation. For the fans, every pass, every rebound, and every basket is more than just a play. They are moments of shared pride, symbols that, with effort and faith in the process, barriers can be broken. The destinies of Stephen Curry and Kai may seem separated by generations, but both symbolize a universal theme in sports: the ability to inspire and transform. While Curry represents the peak of a legendary career, marked by innovation and achievements, Kai emerges as a visionary in the making, with the potential to revolutionize the traditional positions of the game. Both athletes, in distinct moments, show that basketball is a sport shaped by constant evolution. Curry forever changed the way the world sees three-point shooting, making it an indispensable weapon for any winning team. His ability to create space, improvise, and shoot from absurd distances redefined what is considered possible. Kai, in turn, brings a new set of skills to the center position. He embodies modern versatility, where height and agility are not barriers, but tools that work in harmony. If we imagine a hypothetical matchup between Curry and Kai at their respective peaks, what we would see would be a celebration of differences, the art of the perfect shot versus the precision of a giant's movements. This scenario symbolizes the beauty of basketball, a game where talent, strategy, and innovation converge to create unforgettable moments. When Stephen Curry finally decides to say goodbye to the court, the impact of his career will continue to be felt for generations. His influence goes beyond statistics and trophies. He is a leader who taught the importance of believing in oneself even when others doubt. Curry entered the league as a young player dismissed by many scouts, but with hard work and perseverance, he proved that passion for the game overcomes physical limitations. Kai, at the beginning of his journey, carries the same spirit. He understands that it's not enough to be talented, one must also be dedicated and resilient. And, just like Curry, he knows that a player's impact is not measured solely by titles, but by the ability to inspire others to dream big. With Curry recognizing that the end is nearer, the Golden State Warriors face the challenge of planning for life after Curry. Rebuilding a dynasty requires not only talent, but also strategic vision and leadership. The future of the Warriors will depend on calculated decisions about who will take on the leadership role and how the team will adapt to the absence of its greatest icon. On the global stage, Kai represents a new chapter in the international growth of basketball. As players from all over the world enter the NBA and other prominent leagues, the game becomes an increasingly vibrant reflection of diverse cultures and styles. Kai's presence, with his roots in the Philippines, brings a refreshing perspective to the future of the sport, showing that basketball transcends borders and languages, uniting people through their love for the game. At the same time, Kai, with his journey just beginning, reminds us that basketball is a constant reinvention. The future of the sport will be shaped by those who, like him, challenge the status quo and envision new possibilities. Together, Curry and Kai represent the perfect bridge between the glorious past and the promising future of basketball. The NBA has always been a stage for incredible stories, where legendary careers intertwine with promises of new eras. The story of Curry, walking into the sunset, and Kai, running to reach the dawn of his potential, reminds us why we love basketball. It's the journey, the challenges overcome, and the inspiration that each player offers us that makes the game so special. As Stephen Curry leaves deep marks in the history of basketball, his influence transcends the NBA, inspiring players and fans around the world. A vibrant example of this global connection is the impact he has on young players like Kai. The magic of basketball knows no boundaries. Curry's creative plays, his impossible shots, and his passion for the game echo on playground courts in the Philippines and everywhere children dream of repeating his feats. Kai grew up admiring players like Curry, and their stories now converge into a narrative that unites generations. After all, basketball is a universal language. Every dribble is a word, every pass is a sentence, and every basket is a statement of possibility. For Kai and millions of other young people around the world, basketball is more than a sport. It is a path to self-discovery and the fulfillment of dreams. Curry's impact on modern playing style is not just technical. He taught that confidence and preparation can turn any player into a giant, regardless of their height or physical attributes. Kai internalized this lesson and combined it with his unique skills, creating an approach to the game that blends Curry's boldness with the strength and tactical intelligence of a versatile center. No basketball legend shines alone, and both Curry and Kai know that success is built in partnership with teammates and mentors. Curry's journey was fueled by an organization that believed in his vision and gave him the space to evolve. Likewise, Kai depends on the support of coaches, veterans, and fans who motivate him to reach his full potential. In basketball, as in life, chemistry is everything. Curry, Draymond Green, and other pillars of the Warriors created an unmatched synergy where each player understands the role they play. This spirit of collaboration teaches that, even in the competitive world of the NBA, the greatest victories come from a collective mentality, where the team's goals are more important than individual statistics. For Kai, the journey is just beginning, but he already shows the understanding that great players make those around them better. Whatever team he represents in the future, one thing is certain. He will bring with him a mindset of growth, adaptation, and leadership. As Stephen Curry approaches the end of his career, reflection is necessary. How does a player's legacy propagate through time? Curry didn't just redefine modern basketball. He created a culture where audacity and creativity are celebrated. His impact extends beyond the courts, influencing brands, communities, and social causes. Curry has invested time and resources in projects that promote equality and access to sports, helping children from disadvantaged backgrounds find opportunities to grow in basketball and beyond. This commitment to the next generation reinforces the cycle of inspiration, a chain that now includes emerging figures like Kai. More than precise shots or spectacular dunks, basketball is driven by the heart and passion of its players. Both Curry and Kai exemplify this passion in unique ways. While Curry plays with a smile on his face and contagious energy, Kai brings a quiet intensity, an unwavering focus that is the result of years of hard work and sacrifice. Kai understands that basketball is a powerful tool to connect people, inspire communities, and promote positive social change. He speaks openly about the value of effort and the importance of never giving up, using his platform to encourage young people to pursue their dreams, even when the odds are against them. Each era in basketball leaves its own marks, but cycles are inevitable. Curry, the master of long-range shooting, paved the way for a playing style that values creative thinking and flawless execution. Kai, with his rare set of skills, promises to bring a new revolution, where size and agility meet in perfect harmony. Basketball fans are ready to witness how these transitions shape the future. Just as Curry redefined the rules, Kai has the potential to break barriers and create new paradigms. The big question is, what's next? Looking at Curry's potential retirement, we feel a mix of melancholy and gratitude. He has given us unforgettable moments, redefining what is possible with a basketball in hand. But at the same time, basketball is a continuous river, and new heroes rise to carry the torch forward. Kai is one of the most exciting promises of this next chapter. His journey reminds us that dreams have no limits, and that each generation builds on the shoulders of the previous one. The love for the game, the commitment to excellence, and the passion to inspire others are themes that transcend time. When we reflect on the impact of icons like Stephen Curry, we understand that his true legacy is not just in trophies and records, but in how he transformed the game and inspired future generations. Kai is a clear example of this inspiration, a young man whose journey was influenced by the era of bold shooters and the emphasis on team play. Curry proved that skill and intelligence overcome physical limitations, while Kai shows that size combined with technique and versatility can redefine the role of the modern center. The revolution Curry brought to the NBA opened doors to a new way of thinking about basketball, and Kai embodies the next stage of this evolution. He combines ball-handling skills with shooting precision and defensive intelligence, a rare mix that few centers possess. What unites these stories is the ongoing transformation of the sport, where each generation builds on the previous one, pushing the limits of what is possible. The love for basketball transcends borders and cultures, and Curry is one of the players who best symbolizes this universality. His ability to inspire, not only in the United States but around the world, makes him a true global ambassador for the sport. Likewise, Kai represents the pride and ambition of millions of Filipinos who see in him a bridge between local talent and international recognition. The basketball culture in the Philippines is intense and passionate, reflecting an almost spiritual connection to the sport. Kai emerges as a figure of unity, reminding everyone that great dreams can come from anywhere, and that talent, when combined with hard work, can overcome any barriers. His rise to the global stage reflects not only the evolution of basketball, but also the growing diversity in the sport. The globalization of basketball is a cycle where players like Curry inspire children like Kai, who in turn inspire new generations. Stephen Curry has played the role of a leader both on and off the court throughout his career. His leadership style is marked by humility, encouragement, and practical example. He leads through effort, the joy of playing, and resilience in the face of adversity. Kai, although still on the rise, already demonstrates similar qualities. His humble approach, combined with a fierce work ethic, suggests that he will not only follow in the footsteps of his idols, but will create his own identity as an inspiring leader. Leadership in a sport like basketball requires a balance between motivating the team and staying true to one's values. Curry never compromised his integrity or his love for the game, and Kai seems to follow the same path, understanding that leading is also a form of serving, sharing knowledge, supporting teammates, and giving his best even in the most difficult moments. When a legend like Curry contemplates the end of his career, the inevitable question arises: what remains? The answer is simple and powerful: the moments, the lessons, and the inspiration. Curry's journey has laid a solid foundation for the players who are yet to come, while Kai paves a new path, blending respect for the traditions of the game with the boldness to innovate. Kai also knows that his journey is just beginning. There is a world of challenges and opportunities ahead of him, and he faces each day with the same spirit that defined Curry's career: a deep love for basketball and an unwavering determination to be the best. As the seasons pass, we will see how the narratives of players like Curry and Kai continue to shape the future of basketball. The Warriors may be approaching the end of an era, but the impact that this era had on the evolution of the game will ensure that their influence lasts forever. At the same time, Kai is a promise of renewal, a reminder that basketball never stops reinventing itself. When we talk about Stephen Curry's legacy, many think of the impressive numbers, three-point shooting records, and multiple championships. However, the true depth of his impact cannot be quantified solely in statistics. He challenged conventions, changed the perception of what is possible in basketball, and made long-range shooting a central weapon in the modern game. This revolution not only altered strategies, but also inspired young players around the world to believe that hard work and confidence can break any physical or technical barrier. Kai Sotto is a living manifestation of this belief. Like Curry, he carries the weight of great expectations, but his journey is driven by a genuine desire to leave his own mark. The path he is walking, combining the Filipino dream with international ambition, reflects the influence of players like Curry, who proved that talent and innovation can come from anywhere and transform the world. Basketball, unlike other global sports, has a unique ability to create idols who transcend borders. Curry, with his contagious smile and humility, became more than an American star. He is a global hero, recognized even on the humblest courts around the world. In the Philippines, basketball is almost a religion, and Kai Sotto represents the emotional connection between local talent and international hope. The connection between Curry and Kai, although indirect, symbolizes the ongoing evolution of the sport. The globalization of basketball has made it possible for dreams that once seemed unreachable to now be a reality. Boys who once watched Curry on television now have real opportunities to compete on the world's biggest stages. The cycle of inspiration never ends. Curry inspired Kai, who in turn will inspire future generations of players in Asia and beyond. Beyond inspiring players of all positions, the revolution started by Curry forced a complete reinvention of modern basketball. Centers who once dominated with brute force near the basket now need to be versatile, with skills to pass, shoot, and move like wings or point guards. Kai Sotto is the embodiment of this tactical evolution, a center capable of shooting three-pointers, protecting the paint, and distributing smart passes. Curry transformed basketball into a fast-paced game of spacing, and Kai is an example of how the game of the future will continue to evolve. He represents the modern center who is not defined only by his height, but by his adaptability and innovation, just as Curry redefined the point guard role. No journey is without challenges, and both Curry and Kai have faced their own obstacles. Curry, early in his career, was constantly questioned because of his smaller physique and problematic ankles. However, he persevered, using every criticism as fuel to refine his game. Kai, on the other hand, faces the challenge of proving that Asian players can compete and dominate at the highest level of global basketball. Both players have something in common: resilience as a driving force. Challenges are an integral part of growth. Curry and Kai have taught, and will continue to teach, that every defeat and every difficulty are disguised opportunities to learn and grow stronger. The impact of their journeys goes far beyond the courts. Their stories are lessons in perseverance, determination, and love for the process. With Curry's retirement approaching, the basketball world looks to the future with anticipation. Who will the new icons be? Kai Sotto is part of that answer. He is a symbol of what is to come, an increasingly global, diverse game filled with creative possibilities. Curry redefined what it means to be a dominant point guard, and Kai may be part of a new redefinition, where centers are equally creative and dynamic. The future is shaped by the foundations established by pioneers. What Curry built is a springboard for the next generation. The cultural and technical impact he brought will be amplified by new players who see him as a guide. Kai, with his multifaceted style, represents the promise that basketball will continue to evolve. Now that we've traveled together through the final chapters of Stephen Curry's career and explored the promising rise of Kai Sotto, it's clear that basketball never stops evolving. Each generation brings new heroes, new stories, and of course, new dreams that come to life on courts around the world. But do you know what makes all of this even more special? You, the fan and passionate supporter who follows, cheers, and keeps the spirit of the game alive. If you enjoyed this journey and want to continue following more incredible stories like these, don't forget to leave your like to strengthen our community. And of course, if you're not yet part of our team, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any play, analysis, or curiosity from the world of basketball. Let's keep celebrating the past, living the present, and dreaming about the future of this sport that connects us. Until next time, and remember, the game never ends when the love for basketball continues.